on our mats. Okay, standing up nice and tall on your mats, length in your spine, shoulders down and away from your ears. Let's inhale up to the sky, big extension, and as you exhale, let's melt forward, forward fold. Come up halfway, and then come all the way down. Come up all the way, big extension, and then hands to the heart space. Let's inhale up to the sky, big stretch, exhale down to the forward fold. Come up halfway, and then all the way down, and then float all the way up, big extension. Let's start to just mobilize the shoulders. Big extension of the arms. A nice little twist of the body, little rotation. And then a little scoop up and a float down into a chair. So just really warming up the body. Again. And now lift all the way up, big extension. Exhale, melt down, forward fold. Halfway lift, and then melt, and dangle the arms. Relaxing the neck and the shoulders. Open the palms and step back, and melt down into a baby cobra and curl in the toes. Lift into an up dog, lengthen the neck and the shoulders. Softness in your breath. Tuck in your toes, push into a downward facing dog. Scoop up your hips, melt your heels, and do a little pedal of the feet. Pushing the earth away with the feet, and the palms are open nice and wide. Do that nice little pedal of those feet. And step to the top of the mat. And come up into a beautiful extended mountain pose, hands to the heart. Scoot back into chair, weight into the heels. Melt down into a forward fold. Come into a halfway lift. Melt into a forward fold, and then come up into a beautiful extended mountain pose, hands to the heart. Float all the way up, big extension. Melt all the way down, forward fold. Halfway lift. Melt down. Release the neck and the shoulders. Softness in the breath. And then push back into a plank position. Melt into baby cobra and curl the toes. Inhale into an up dog, lengthen the neck and the shoulders. Softness in your breath. Tuck in your toes. Downward facing dog. Scoop up your hips. Melt your heels. Dangle your head. Pedal your feet. Lift up one leg into the air. Three-legged dog as high as it will go. Step that leg between the hands and come into a crescent lunge. Scoop up. Open up the heart. Bend that back knee and then float up. Bend that back knee and float up. Beautiful. Really working into opening the chest. Stretching out into the hips and the thighs. And now melt forward and step back into a plank. Melt into baby cobra and curl the toes. Lift into an up dog, lengthen the neck and the shoulders. Softness in your breath. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Scoop up your hips, melt your heels, dangle your head. Pedal in your feet. Lift up the other leg, three-legged dog, as high as it will go. Step it between the hands and come into a crescent lunge on the other side. Bend and lift, open and close. Inhale, exhale, breathe in, breathe out. Stepping forwards, closing the pose, hands to the heart. Inhale, high prayer, and then exhale, just stand tall in mountain pose and release those shoulders. Softness in your breath. Beautiful. Keeping one foot forward, step back into warrior one. So you get that lovely length all the way down, the toes at a 45-degree angle. Turn in the body and float those arms up into warrior one. Scooping up as if you're holding a ray of light up to the sky. The front knee is bent, the back leg is straight and strong. Holding it here. Open and shine the heart, cactus arms. Peace in the mind, the soul, and the body. Draw those arms by your sides. Waterfall arms. So from the top of the head down to the heels, you've got beautiful alignment. Softness in your breath. Turning the body into warrior two, so just turn that back heel. Release the arms, relax the shoulders. The front knee, good 90 degrees. The back leg straight, toes pointing to the edge of the mat. Melt those shoulders under. Relax those shoulders. Relax those shoulders. Beautiful. Excellent. Sink low. Turn the palms. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale. Melt down. Inhale. Float up. Exhale. Melt down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Melt down the back leg. Open the heart. Reach back into a reverse triangle. Beautiful stretch. And then come back into warrior two. Turn in the body, palms to the earth. Step into a plank. Melt into baby cobra. Uncurl the toes. Lift into up dog. Lengthen the neck and the shoulders. Let those shoulders melt away. Lengthen through the spine. Sink back into an extended child's pose. Melting the bottom to the heels and feel that wonderful extension as you stretch those hands to the top of the mat and melt your bottom to your heels. Lovely. Sink into the earth and then come into an all fours position. Let's just do a little rotation of the back. Arch in, dip in, release in. So as we lift the head, we inhale. As we dip, release, mobilize the lower back. Exhaling, inhaling, just releasing. A great release for the back, the spine, the neck, the shoulders. And then tuck your toes, push into a downward facing dog. Scoop up your hips, melt your heels, dangle your head. Push the earth away, stretch out into the back as you push the bottom up into the air and push the hands wide. Lovely. Step to the top of the mat, forward fold, and come up into a beautiful extended mountain pose. Hands to the heart space. Push into chair, weight into the heels. Lovely. Step back into warrior one more time. Float up, melt down, reach and stretch. Turning into warrior two, relaxing the shoulders down and away from the ears. Melt down your back leg. And then come into that reverse triangle, big stretch. Come back into warrior two and relax the shoulders. Lovely. Turning both toes to the front, open the heart. So beautiful opening of the heart. Lovely. And then turn in the other toes, warrior two on the other side. Let the shoulders relax. Front knee is bent, back leg is straight and strong. Sink down into the pose. Melt down your back leg. Lift your top arm. Big stretch, back leg straight and strong. Front knee bent. Wonderful. Reverse triangle, straightening both legs. And back into warrior two. Relaxing those shoulders. Turning the body, palms to the earth. Come into a plank, the other edge of your mat, and melt into baby cobra and curl the toes. Lift into up dog, lengthen the neck and the shoulders. Softness in your breath. Sink back into child's pose, extended child's pose. Melting the bottom to the heels, the fingers to the top of the mat, and feel that lovely extension. And then into all fours, mobilize the body. Arch in, dip in, release in. Arch in, dip in, release in. Perfect. Tucking your toes, downward facing dog. Scoop up your hips, melt your heels, dangle your head. Come up onto those tiptoes, bend those knees, strike the chest to the thigh, pushing the earth away. And then float one leg into the air, three-legged dog as high as it will go. Big extension. Step between the hands. Come into warrior one. Melt down. Front knee bent, back leg straight and strong. Open into cactus arms, shine the heart. Waterfall arms. Length from the top all the way down. Turning into warrior two. Relaxing the shoulders. Get that lovely release into the shoulders. So sink into the pose. Down your back leg straight and strong. Reverse triangle, stretch. Straighten both legs, big stretch. That's it, good. And back into warrior two. Turning the body, coming down into plank. And melt into baby cobra, uncurl the toes. Lift into up dog, lengthen the neck and the shoulders. And come into an all fours position and dip the spine and round through the back. Dip the spine, round through the back. We're really releasing into the lower lumbar spine. Coming into a puppy dog, melt the elbows to the earth, keep bottom high, chest melts to the earth, and feel that lovely release. Sink into the mat. And then back into all fours, arching through the back, hip in the spine. Lovely. Float up one hand, look up at the sky, inhale. Beautiful. Melt down. Come underneath. Now float up. Beautiful. Melt back down and release. It's a lovely opener for the shoulders. Inhale, open up the heart. Exhale down to the earth. Again. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Changing sides. So let's inhale up on the other side. Exhale down. And again, inhale, beautiful, lengthen. Exhale, release. One more. And release. Perfect. Come back into all fours. And then slide one leg back, point the toe. Flex the foot. Lift up the opposite arm and stretch. Engage into the core. Nice and strong. Head, neck, shoulders all in perfect alignment. Then come back to the center, other side. Pushing back. Squaring the hips. Nice and strong. And then come back. First side again. Inhale, lengthen. Stretch, reach into the top, lengthen through. And then come back. Like warrior three, but kneeling, hold the knee. Foot, reaching and stretching. And then come back. Wonderful. Let's sink back into child's pose. Melting the head to the earth. And just melt into the ground, letting go. Release, relax. Softness in your breath. Take a moment. Sinking into the earth. And then slowly come into a kneeling position and rotate the shoulders down and away. Open the heart. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, open the body. Lovely. Inhale. Exhale. Just do a lovely release. Neck and the shoulders. Softness in your breath. So melt your bottom into your heels if your knees allow. If your knees are a little bit tender, bring them out in front. Beautiful. Let's come into Dandasana, seated pose. So let's bring those legs out in front. Point in and flexing. Point in and flexing. Now your back is nice and straight, shoulders down and relax. Point and flex. Point, flex, good. point and flex. As we point, lengthen through, big stretch. So hopefully we've got a beautiful alignment from the fingertips all the way down the back. Now flex the feet, bend the knees slightly and melt your chest to your side. Breathe in. As you breathe out, melt your body onto your side. Inhale, and as you exhale, just melt forward just a little bit more. Melting your body down, relaxing the mind, relaxing the body. Breathe and float forward. Feel that wonderful stretch. And then slide along your shins and release the shoulders away from your ears. Let's do that again. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, melt. Feel that wonderful stretch. As you breathe in, you breathe out, you just let the chest melt into the thighs and you relax the mind and the body. And then slide up through the shins and release. Lovely. Taking your hands, do a lovely little massage of the neck and the shoulders. Give them a nice little release. You may have slept awkwardly. And then float up the arms. Beautiful stretch into the body. Oh, and a lovely little side twist. A little rotation. Lower back. Beautiful. And float those arms up, big stretch, and melt forwards to the toes with a bend in the knees. As you reach to those toes, melt your chest to your thigh. So it's a lovely stretch there for the lower back, the upper back, as you melt down into a wonderful forward fold. Inhale, and as you exhale, just let go, release. And then slide along your shins. Fantastic. And let those shoulders just release. It's a nice release for the back. Let's lie down and bring the knees into the chest. Upside down child's pose. Just massage the back. Do a lovely rock from side to side. Massaging into the lower back, to the kidneys, shoulders. Just rock. Close those eyes. Lower the gaze. And just massage. Beautiful. A few breaths. Inhale in, and as you exhale, really melt into the earth. Now hug in those knees and draw the chin to the chest, go into a little crunch. And then melt back down into a little crunch. Inhale in. And then exhale down. Inhale, crunch. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Let's dangle the toes, dangle the arms, and just relax the mind and the body. Just hang out from the ceiling. Let the toes hang, let the body hang, let the shoulders sink, let the mind relax. So just release, relax. Let's inhale those fingers up to the sky, big stretch. Exhale down to the earth, relax. Inhale up to the sky. And exhale. So the shoulders float off and you feel that wonderful stretch into the upper back and the shoulder area as you reach up and then you melt down. Big stretch and then release. Great for tight shoulders. Wonderful. And then hands behind the knees, tucking the knees into the chest, draw the chest to the thighs and feel that lovely release into the lower lumbar spine. Slide up through the shins, the calves to the toes. It could be straight in the legs. Pulling the toes towards us, the heels to the sky. You can either take the shoulders off or melt your shoulders into the ground. Feel that wonderful stretch into the back of the thighs. Beautiful, holding it here. Pull the toes and pull away with the heels. Get that lovely stretch. It's like a forward fold, but on your back. Hold it here. And then release. Dangle the toes, let the shoulders sink into the earth. Have that slight softness to the knees and the arms, they're slightly bent, and you've got that lovely release. So it's not a stretching, it's a releasing. Now stretch, release, stretch, release, stretch, release, stretch, release, and again, stretch, release. One more, stretch, and release. Now place those knees into the chest. Massage the back. Do a lovely rock. those kidneys into the lower back, hugging those knees as if you're bringing them underneath your armpits. Toes together, and just do that lovely massage into the lower lumbar spine. And then place those feet flat on the floor with the knees bent. Let's windscreen those hips. Drop one way, and then drop the other way. So we're rocking from side to side. Nice little rock into the lower back. Nice little release into the lumbar spine. Just do a lovely little rock from side to side, feeling the earth beneath the back as you rock. Eyes look away from the bent knees, you drop down and you rotate. Lovely for any lower back issues. Perfect. Now place the palms down and then drop down on one side and look away from the bent knees. That lovely stretch into the lower lumbar spine. Bring the knees back to the center and then drop down on the other side. Get that lovely stretch into the lower lumbar spine. And again, come back to the center and then rotate and drop down. Back to the center and then drop down. It's a lovely stretch out from the back. Going back to a neutral position, feet flat, hands by your sides, and walk the heels slightly closer to the bottom if your knees allow. Now start to rock and tilt the pelvis and do a little massage of the lower lumbar spine. Rock and tilt. Massage, relax, release. It's great for any lower back issues, just rocking the back forwards and back. Massaging into the earth. You can either stay with this, just rocking and massaging, or hands by your side, and let's float into a bridge. Flipping the hips high, pushing the weight into the heels, and extending the hips up nice and high, melting the shoulders underneath, so we push up into a beautiful bridge. You can take your hands behind your back and push the hips higher, or just hands to the floor, interlacing the fingers, whatever works for your body. So the hips open nice, shoulders melt, chest widens. Push up as high as you can and feel that lovely release into the lower lumbar spine. Melt the shoulders under, eyes look into the ceiling. Lovely. Or close those eyes. This activates the throat chakra, the heart chakra, the solar plexus, sacral chakra. It's wonderful. And then melt the body down to the earth, one vertebrae at a time, and sink into the mat. And relax. Let the shoulders release and just sink down, and then just do a little rock, tilt, and a massage. So the same with this rock and tilt, releasing in the lower back. Float those arms up and over and float the hips higher again, one more time, weight into the heels. Scoot back as far as you can go, reach those hands back, scoot the hips high. And then circle the arms and bring them underneath the buttocks and push the buttocks high. Open the chest, expand the heart. It's a lovely back opener. And then slowly reconnect, melting down to the earth. And sink into the mat. And do a little rocker tilt. Wonderful. Let's hug those knees, massage the back, and rock. With the back on the floor, just rock and massage with the knees into the chest. Now slowly hug the knees right in and draw the nose to the knees, bringing the head towards the knees. And then melt the shoulders back down. Inhale in, nose to knees. And exhale in, come back down. So nice, slow and controlled. Inhale in, draw the nose to the knees. Exhale in, melt back down. And again, inhale in. And exhale in. One more time. And then exhale. Shoulders relax. Massage the back. Just rock. Noting where there's any areas of tightness or tenderness. Feeling that lovely release. Beautiful. Keeping both knees right into the armpits. And right in. And then float the heels up. Bring the elbows into the inside. Come into happy baby. Hold on to the big toes. Pull down with the heels up. And pull the toes down. And do a little rock side to side. Massaging the lower back. So the feet are flexed, pushed up to the sky. The knees are bent. The elbows are into the inner thigh. There we go. And then stretch and bend. Like a baby, happy baby. Holding on to the toes. Stretching. Good. Big stretch. Both there. That wonderful stretch, and then stretch and straighten, open both legs. And then knees come in. Open. And then knees come in. Good. Open, wide, and then knees come in. One more time. And knees come in. Fantastic. Let's hug those knees. Massage and rock. Let's cross those heels. And just rock, holding on to the opposite toes, massaging the lower back. Beautiful. And then rock up. And now just release the neck, shoulders. All the way round. And the hands through heart space. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in that positivity. Lengthen through the spine. And let go. 2 more. Release any tension and tightness. Last one. Inhale. And so close the neck. Now round through your back, arch your spine, and then lift the crown of the head, look up to the sky. One more time, round through, and then lift. Wonderful. Bring your hands to your heart space. By your actions, let's only do good deeds. Bring your hands to your lips. By your words, only say kind things. Only say to others, once said to ourselves. And then bring your hands to your forehead, your third eye. By your thoughts, let's only think kind thoughts. From the love and the light that shines within me to you, till I'm able to guide you through your practice again. Namaste. Thank you so much.